So let's talk about having fun. Now, some people party like rock stars. Some people never have fun. So what's the right balance between being successful, going after your goals, grinding, working hard, and having fun? Well, here's a little technique I want to offer to you. So if you just build it into a reward type system. So, for example, if you're in some sort of commission based sales and every time you have a sale, you say, okay, I'm allowed to go have a little bit of fun. Or if you're, an employee, a W-2 employee, every time you get paid, I'm allowed to go have fun. If you build it into a system like that, you can measure it and I guess have a range between, small, large, and extravagant when it comes to having fun. So now, when we talk about having fun, it's something that makes you emotionally, internally feel good, like that you earned this, correct? So, a lot of times I think in society, the way social media is moving today, it's all about tangible items, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna look sharp, this watch, this car, and it's very flashy, and you think like, oh, that's what I gotta go after, that's what I gotta go after. But and to those that enjoy that lifestyle and mimic that lifestyle, then maybe that's really good, but that might not resonate with you. So here's a story. I was coaching a couple and I was coaching them on real estate investing, and we talked about building a blueprint for their success. And so I asked them, they were going to use a strategy called wholesaling. So I asked them, well, when you do your first wholesale deal, and they were in a lower price point market, so maybe that wholesale fee, their net profit was going to be somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000. I said, what would you like to do as a reward for completion of your first successful real estate wholesale deal? And they said, well, we'd like to go to Starbucks. And I said, you want to go to Starbucks? I was like, well, that doesn't really add up to me. Like, there must be a story. And so what they shared with me was that, they had kind of hit harder economic times. And so when they looked at their budget and money coming in, money going out, one of the things that they considered was a luxury item was going to Starbucks. And if you think about it, $5 times 2 is 10. If you eat, now you're at 20. If you have a little breakfast sandwich. So they were like, we had to cut that out. And we really enjoyed going there every morning. And it was almost like it was part of their daily ritual. So all they wanted to do from their first wholesale deal was they wanted to take enough money for the next month to be able to go and enjoy Starbucks again. So the reason I love that example is because it wasn't that it was that expensive or that flashy. You're not going to post that you're going to Starbucks every day and people are going to be like, oh, congratulations. But it meant the world to them. And that was what was important. So when you look at and you talk about having fun, like think of it this way. So again, anytime you earn money, because you've earned it, what can you do for yourself? What can you do for your family to enjoy your success? And if you can build a system revolving around that, think about how systematic it is now. So if you're someone that, for example, likes to party like a rock star and you spend a ton of money, and that isn't always the greatest decision, because at the end of the weekend or the end of the month, you're like, man, I spent like thousands and thousands of dollars. I got to calm down. Well, now you can put it in this framework and it can help you stay within the framework. Now, if you're somebody who, doesn't like to go out and have a little fun, reward yourself, now what we're doing is we're putting you in a different tunnel to say it's okay, but it's all done with scale. It's all done with scale. So having fun is very important because you've earned it. And that's what I want you to remember, is that you've earned it. Now, obviously, you may have bigger goals, right? Vacations you want, or maybe you want a new house, or maybe you want a new car or a boat, or whatever it is, or you're going to put XYZ away so that you're financially stable. Whatever it is, those bigger goals that you're working towards, well, those are things that you can now build an action plan with and say, okay, well, Coach Al said, take a little bit of money every time as a reward system. Well, you can take that same money and just put it aside for something that's bigger that you want. So it's still working the same way because you're taking X number of percent, putting it away towards that next bigger reward system. And then the other thing is, obviously if money was never an issue, what would your ultimate reward look like? Right? Would it be a trip around the world? Would it be XYZ houses? Would it be, what really would you do with it? And in the next few videos, I'm going to talk about the importance of protecting your family, leaving a legacy. I'm going to talk about the importance of giving back and how these all tie into that reward system of having fun. The next video is about protecting your family, leaving a legacy. And always remember, when the dream is real, the grind is fun. Watch the next video.